Hey guys, this is Pharaoh 2091 and welcome back to Let's Play Dangan Ronpa. Last time we left off, we were continuing trial for, Sakura's murder, and now the big thing was that apparently Asahina kills Ugami, and it's like, what? But now we're going over everything again, and now we just listen to her testimony about how, how she got the poison from the cabinet C, filled it with the protein cabinet A, blah, blah, blah. However, something doesn't add up. If you guys remember, oh boy, this thing doesn't look... Okay. So she's saying that she went from cabinet C to A. However, where are the footprints to, go with that? If you went directly from C to A and you split the powder, there should be footprints leading from C to A. However, it just looks like directly leading to A and back. That's it. Asahina, you went first to cabinet C to get the poison, and that's when you spilled the powder, yes? Yeah, so? And then you said after that you walked from cabinet C straight to cabinet A to get the protein. But the footprints left in the chem lab don't go from cabinet C to cabinet A. That contradicts what you just told us, doesn't it? Huh? Couldn't you have just taken a long way around to hide her actual movements? Nope, that's out of the question too. I mean, Asahina just told us. She went straight from C to A, and she didn't realize she left footprints. Ah! Oi. What's the meaning of this, Asahina? Well... You're lying to us, Asahina. Based solely on the footprints you left, this is what it looks like you did in the chemistry lab. You arrived after the powder had been spilled and went straight to cabinet A. In other words, it appears as though whatever you did didn't involve you going to cabinet C. What? What the hell? What's going on? Furthermore, the footprints aren't the only part of your story you didn't manage to keep straight. What? Before I get into that, I'd like to present a new piece of evidence. New evidence? Preposterous! There couldn't possibly be anything else! Oh, but you're the one who gave it to me. I did? The evidence is hidden inside the poison bottle you gave me earlier. To overlook something so significant, you made a near-fatal mistake there, Tugami. Spit it out! What was in the bottle? Here's what I found. Huh? A shard of glass? It was hidden at the bottom of the bottle. When you drank the powder, Tugami, a shard of glass rose to the top, allowing me to find it. Thanks to you, I solved this mystery. You have my gratitude. What is that shard from? Ah, so you haven't figured it out yet. In that case, Negi, you tell him for me, would you? Huh? Me? Go on, Negi, say it! Where did that shard come from? Kirigiri found a shard of light blue glass inside a poison bottle. I seem to recall the thing I broke earlier, having light blue glass. And the only thing that we broke was the rec room window. So, what does that all mean? That's a piece of rec room's window, isn't it? The window. But how could it get inside that bottle? I recall noticing the rec room's door windows had light blue glass when I broke it earlier. That has to be it. Yep, that's exactly right. And that's exactly why it doesn't make any sense. Why would there have been a shard of glass from the rec room's window inside a poison bottle? I'm not seeing the problem. There is a problem, though. According to the testimony Asahina just gave us, based on what she just told us, when I broke the rec room's window, the poison bottle would have been in... Well, wouldn't it have been in cabinet A? According to the testimony and everything? I mean... Yeah, she left the poison bottle inside cabinet A in the chem lab. That's what she said, isn't it? And yet, despite that, the fact that a shard of glass from the rec room's window was found inside it means Hina's been lying? That poison bottle was actually in the rec room. At the very least, it was there until the point the glass was broken, until the room was unsealed. If it wasn't, then there's no explanation as to why there was glass from the window inside the bottle. And then, after the seal in the room was broken, it was returned to the chem lab. Similarly, the protein container we found in the rec room was, more than likely, brought there after the room was unsealed, after Ugami had died. Slow down! You're moving too quickly! I'll concede, that poison bottle was likely to be in the rec room when it was sealed. But you can't be so sure a protein container was brought there after the seal was broken. And then, there's the fact that Ugami took the poison because it was given to her in the protein container. If the protein container wasn't even there, then why did she even take the poison? I'll need to go over that as well, yes. Before I do, there's something I'd confirm for everyone first. And that'd be... It has to do with that protein container. After we discovered Ugami's corpse, did anyone bump into her kit container at any point? What is this? Some kind of leading question? Never mind that. Just answer me. I can't say I recall doing any such thing. I didn't kick it. Me neither. See above? I didn't kick it either. I see. That's all I need to know. I was right. The protein container was brought into the rec room after the room was unsealed. Enough of the games. How can you be so certain? How can you declare something I don't understand as a fact? If Katie is certain about it, there must be some evidence supporting her. Something that proves the protein container was brought to the rec room after the seal was broken. Let's think about this. Well, okay. There's no question that the protein container was not in the rec room before the seal was broken. Then you're saying it was brought there after the room was unsealed? No, that's not possible. It was always in the rec room, including before the seal was broken. The seal on the room was broken, and when I broke the window's glass, with that in mind, okay. And you remember the empty protein container? It had glass underneath it. That wouldn't make sense unless the protein container was already there. Well, yeah. I mean, like, I broke the glass first. That was the only. Why would it be on top of broken glass? So I think that's really. Where is this all leading to? You know how there was glass shards scattered around the protein container at the scene? Come on, now continue. The glass from the window you broke. Yes, now what about it? The broken glass wasn't just scattered around the container, but under it as well. What? Look at that face. Excuse me. The fact that there was glass under the container means it has been there. It was been placed there after the window was broken, which makes it after the room was unsealed. No. So what was that all? So that's what that was all about. Why couldn't I say that? That's what Kirigiri asked if anyone had bumped into the container. It could have easily been ended up on top of the glass just because someone accidentally kicked it. I get it. So you were eliminating that possibility ahead of time. As a result, there's no room left for doubt now, is there? Only the bottle of poison was in the rec room when it was sealed. The protein container was not there. But the two of them were switched after the seal was broken, and we ended up with the protein container in the rec room and a poison bottle in the chemistry lab. If that's the case, then why did Ugami take the poison? Are you saying she didn't take it because Asuna gave her a protein container with poison inside? No, that's not the case. She must have taken the poison straight from the poison bottle. Given that only the poison bottle was in the room when it was sealed, that's the only possible explanation. Then you're saying she ingested it fully aware it was poison. That's preposterous. And it's the truth. Explain yourself. No. Please explain to me. First of all, there's something we all need to be clear about. Who took the poison bottle from the chemistry lab and brought it to the rec room? Hina went and got it. She gave it to Ogre, right? What do you think, Nagi? Well, someone went to the chem lab and got the bottle of poison and brought it back to the rec room. And that was... I'm starting to think that it wasn't Asahina, but Ugami herself. Right? Oh, I got a phone call. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, sorry about that. Where was I? Well, gibberish again. But yeah, we're saying that Ugami herself was the one who probably got the stuff, right? Huh? You're saying the victim ogre went and got the poison herself? What are you talking about? She would never! No, she most certainly went to the chemistry lab and to Cabinet C, where the poison was at that. Liar! You're lying! Why would you lie about something like that? She isn't lying. Kitty provided me with the evidence that shows Ugami did pay a visit to Cabinet C. I just have to show that to Asahina and get it through her head. Then she won't be able to deny it. Oh, I think I'm gonna have another machine gun battle. Yep, machine gun talk battle. Alright, let's do this with Asahina now. You're lying. I am not lying. How dare you say I'm lying? We know what's going on. How many... We've already solved how many freaking mysteries already. I mean, how can you say I'm lying? I mean, I understand, like, you know, Sakura was probably her best friend here. So, I mean, she probably just can't accept whatever happened. Although I think you guys already get an idea of what's going on here. And it's, well, it sucks. You wouldn't think something like that would actually happen, but it is a thing. I mean, it is a choice. Do we have proof? Yeah. How about her shoe? It had yellow powder on it. I wonder what it could be. So, it's looking, well, we're getting there. We're very close to the end of this trial. Asahina, were you aware that there was some yellow powder found on top of Ugami's shoe? Her shoe? This, right here. As I recall, the spilled powder in the chem lab. The same thing, wasn't it? It was yellow too, was it not? So, it's not unreasonable to infer that the powder on her foot is the same powder spilled in the chem lab. But why would there be powder from the chem lab on her foot? On top of her foot too? Couldn't that be because she was there in the lab when the powder was spilled? What I'm saying is, I believe it was Ugami herself who spilled the powder from Cabinet C. It makes sense. When she dropped the bottle, the powder spilled away from her, and she was able to avoid a majority of it. But some of the powder must have gotten kicked up and stuck on her shoe. It adds up, doesn't it? Which begs the question, why did Ugami go to Cabinet C? The only reasonable answer being, she was there for the poison. After all, what else is in that cabinet? No, you're wrong! It was me! I brought her the poison! Because I'm the one who killed her! No, you didn't kill her. The culprit? The murderer? Take into consideration both the truth behind the poison and the still unsolved sealed room, there's only one person it could be. Now, you probably thought this would never happen, but the person who could have done it is none other than Sakura herself. And it seems like I'm correct with that observation. Ugami was killed by Ugami herself. Nah! What did you say? Ugami herself is the culprit? So you're saying it was suicide? That's crazy talk. Crazier than people who jump off buildings thinking they can fly. Yeah, it's hard to believe. I don't even want to believe it. But if you look at things like that, all the pieces fall into place. Ugami retrieved the poison herself, and she ingested it on her own will to put an end to her own life. And then there's a sealed room. It makes perfect sense why we couldn't figure it out. That would be because it was constructed by none other than herself. I mean, she locked herself in there. The sealed room was constructed from the inside by Ugami herself. She likely sealed the room off to prevent anyone from interfering with her. She then took the poison, ending her life. And until the seal of the rec room was broken, the poison bottle was inside the room. And after the seal was broken, someone removed it. That was you, Asahina. wasn't it? Everything you did was to steer our investigation off track, am I right? When we discovered Ugami's body, you were just standing by the door, because you already knew she was dead, as well as the fact that the poison bottle was there on the floor out by the entrance. That's when you picked up the bottle, isn't it? While Kirigi and I were distracted, me shocked by Ugami's death and her busy checking for a pulse. Plus, thinking back on it now, your behavior then was a little peculiar. Yeah, she's I'm gonna go get them, you know, acting, kind of not saying like, you know, acting like nothing was wrong, but it was her best friend who just saw die, you know? You said you were going to get everyone else. However, your true destination was a chem lab where you could exchange the containers. When you arrived at the lab, you went straight to Cabinet A where the protein was stored. You filled the empty poison bottle with protein, and left with just the empty protein bottle. That would then explain the footprints too. After that, you rushed to get to the others, returning to the rec room. And yep. That's pretty much how it goes. And while everyone's eyes were on Ugami's body, you quietly set the protein container on the floor. I should have realized it right then and there. Normally, you would have rushed over to Ugami's body before any of the rest of us, Asahina. In that situation, you would have not have left Ugami's side. Ugami committed suicide, and you planted fake evidence to hide that fact. As long as you could keep the truth from coming out, you didn't care if you yourself became a suspect. That's why you didn't go do anything about the footprints in the chem lab or a protein-filled poison bottle. You intentionally left those incriminating pieces of evidence for us to find. So you're saying Asahina tampered with the scene to make it look like she was the killer? No! You're wrong! You're wrong! You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm the killer! I murdered her! That's enough, Asahina. It's all over. No, it's not over! It is over! No. We have to end it. We have to put an end to this. By performing the climax logic. And I could do this in this episode, why the hell not? So, we have Sakura leaving everyone a piece of paper here. So that means that, okay, that probably means that Tsukada's reading if Hagakari and Fukawa have it. So, we go in Act 2. Let's see here. She probably sees, yeah, it's probably her. Well, yeah, it's probably her entering the locker because she was, yeah, afraid of Sakura. She's trying to check things out, actually. Actually, which one would it be? I don't know if it's this one or the other one. Actually, I think it's probably this one, because it looks like she may be, like, still hiding in there. This one looks like she may be opening it to get out. Act 3, Sakura, you know, gives him candy. He freaks out a little bit. And he smacks her. Yeah, he smacks her in the head, right? So, But he smacked her first, and... Oh, yeah. Grab this, right? Smacked her with it. I hope I'm reading that right. Cause I don't know if it's going up and down, and going left and up. I hope I'm doing that right. Actually, you know what? Come on, phone. Don't do that now. Actually, that was my timer. Actually, no. There you go. Because, yeah, it was already here. And we're reading it as he broke on top of her head. Let's see. After he left... Okay, now he sees the paper. Okay, so he sees it, writes Fukawa. He runs away. She sees what's on it. Then that's when she probably got out of the locker to read it. And that's why she probably put it upside down as well. Okay. She gets bloody, freaks out, turns the genocide show. She gets hit, this time with the queen. She runs out. Ugami's like, ugh, what the hell? This is probably where she decided, screw it. Take the poison. Now here, well, actually there's nothing here. And here is where she, let's see here. No. Ugh. She take the protein bottle back and then pick this one up, or is it the other way around? Yeah, she sees it, picks it up, goes to the chem lab, takes the protein container, puts it down again. I think that's it. The only one I'm kind of iffy about is the whole locker thing, so I'm hoping that's like the right type of animation. I could be wrong there, but I think we're okay. So, I think we solved the climax logic. However, do I know for sure? Well, we'll figure that out in the next episode, guys. So, as usual, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Dangan Ronpa. I'll see you guys later.